I don't really like talking about this. This is actually the first time I talked about it on my channel. All right, so I was rambling for 2 minutes because this is hard for me to talk about because I was extremely uncomfortable and I was actually scared for my life, and I was mostly repulsed by his actions afterwards. That's what really made me angry, and oh God, it made me so freaking mad. So I get this session, and it's a 90-minute session. So I get to this is like 5-6 star hotel here in Atlanta. It is right in the heart of Buckhead. It is very, very, very nice. To this day, I believe it is the nicest hotel I've ever been to in my life. And he had the penthouse, and per usual, I'm just having a conversation with him because, you know, I've always been the type to just like to talk to people. And I keep saying that I'm an introvert, but I don't think I am. I think that I just don't share as much personally as I be swearing that I do. Like, maybe I'm a lot more closed off than I like to admit. So, I don't know if I am or if I'm not. I don't know. Like, I don't know how that works. Anyway, so I get up there and I'm like, whoa, this place is nice. Where am I? This is, you know, it's a penthouse. It's like TBD top. And I go to wash my hands and I asked him where the bathroom is. And he was like, oh, you can use this bathroom right here. And I was like, oh, okay. So I go into the bathroom and it is marble. And it is beautiful up here. I was like, wow. So the first thing I'm thinking is, as soon as I talk to him, I gotta ask him what he do. Cause I'm trying to get a bag like this. Cause I always want to learn. And to me, I felt like, okay, well, if I get to massage clients who are wealthy, rich, well off, I've massaged a lot of very wealthy clients. I'm talking about they own dealerships and CEOs and all type of stuff. There, I wash my hands, I set up, ask him what his problem areas are. He lets me know. Now, when I ask him what his problem areas are, because that's just part of the conversation, you have to see if they have any contraindications for massage and blase, blase, blase. And he let me know some areas that he had surgery on. He let me know what was going on with those areas and what he expected. And, you know, that he had very realistic expectations for the type of energies. Interesting. That's interesting that I slipped up and said energies, because his was, it started off very kind, but then I started to feel something snake-like about it. It just felt sleazy, you know? First, he's a really, really big guy. Oh my gosh, and I got a lot of story times to tell y'all. A lot, actually. So he offers me a bottle of water that is already opened. Here's the kicker. He was not the first or the second client of mine to do that. I don't know what it is about older white men and them inviting you into their house for a drink that they've already opened, but it's a pattern that I've noticed. If you are new to massage therapy, never take the drink, because I don't know what that is. I don't know. I didn't watch. I wasn't here when you opened it. You just offered it to me, and I can see that the little seal is broken. So I'm not drinking anything. And I was thirsty as hell. And that's when I first realized, always keep your own bottle of water in your bag. So if you do need a drink, you don't have to ask nobody, and you don't have to be afraid or worried or paranoid about that. So I told him no. Then he offered me a macaroon. And I told him no. You know, I was like, oh, no, thank you. I appreciate the offer, but I'm just going to go ahead and get into your session, okay? So would you like to start on your back first? Or, and he was like, oh, can we start on the back first? Okay, great. So we start on the back. I'm doing this massage and we're talking. He's a really, really big guy. So this takes a lot out of me. So I'm mostly just trying to do compressions. And then he, you know, I massage his whole back and we turn over because it's full body massage. You know, full body massage includes scalp and feet and neck and everything. Not that type of neck. Don't play with me. I turn him over, and this is where it got really, really uncomfortable. He starts to ask me to massage his adductors. Those little tiny, they're right here. These are the adductors. Do you see where they are? Do you see why that would kind of be problematic for me? But because I'm a professional, I say, okay, fine, I'll go ahead and I'll massage the adductors. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people tend to have a lot of tension in their tendon areas, and they think that if you massage the tendon, or if you massage the point of pain, wherever the pain is coming from, that will relieve the problem. But as a therapist, I know that blood does not circulate through tendons, so massaging it is not going to increase blood flow circulation and decrease muscle tension, because ain't no muscles there. So I know this. You massage the muscles, but you do the tendons, baby, ain't nothing gonna happen. So he started to ask me to, and this the thing, this is how I knew like something was wrong with him, because, all right, I've massaged iliacus and I've massaged psoas. This is where your iliacus is. This is where your, oh, I'm finna get so technical, but I just gotta tell you, I was uncomfortable. This is where your iliacus is, and this is where your psoas is. So your iliacus is right before your psoas, so you have to go very deep inside of a person's, it's like in the groin area. This man didn't even ask me to massage his iliacus or his psoas. He was asking me to massage tendons in the area. Like he wanted me to do that. So I'm trying to keep it as, you know, as professional as possible. And I say that because I started to feel like he was trying to violate. So I created a boundary. I said, okay, but I just want you to know that this is as far as I will go, because anything beyond that is no longer a muscle, and it's actually not recommended for me to massage a tendon. He was like, oh, okay, but can you just go ahead and can you just get in there? And I was just like, yes, I can get in there, but can you stop moving your legs so I can have you drape? Once again, not wanting to listen to where I put the drapes at. The drapes is how you lay the sheet so that the client is not exposed. So I got him tucked. We're fine. I have him, he's laying on his back, right? And he got one of his legs, it's like this. Do you see how this leg is? It's like this, but he laying on his back like that. So as this leg is open, I'm just going like this. Hold on, I ain't gonna show y'all my business, but this is how you gonna see. So I'm just going like this, right? I'm going like that. Okay, cool. After a while, when I'm in a session, I think I mentioned this before, I close my eyes, because I feel like when you lose one sense, another one isn't heightened, and I can feel everything. I literally can. And you know what I mean that as a person who has had to pay way too much attention to how other people feel, and I need to work on that because it's people pleasing. And as a massage therapist, that's just what we learned in school. You just keep your head straight and you just kind of flow with the body. You just flow with it, you know what I'm saying? And when you close your eyes, you can feel where the person is experiencing the tension, and you can also feel if you're going too deep, because they'll start to tense up. So I have my eyes closed, but I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm at. I know when I need to stop. I know how long, you know, this area is. And I'm also massaging his hamstrings because that leg is up. So I'm bringing it up and I'm like going up in the tissues. I can't remember which way the fibers run because it's been a little minute, but I'm going with the fibers and I'm going against the fibers. And I'm also doing some circular motions to help break up the tension. So my mind is strictly on providing the best therapy that I can. And he's like, oh, can you please just go a little bit closer? And I was just like, well, you know, let me open my eyes and see where I'm going. But okay, I'm gonna go a little bit closer, that's fine. So I go a little bit closer. Then he's like, oh, just a little. I said, excuse me? And he was just like, oh, no, not like that. I promise. It's just really helping. It's okay. Go ahead. I know you're thinking it. Dummy. Say it. It's okay. It's okay. I know. I'm done. All right? I've been done. Very done, because everything in me was saying, this man's being nasty. And I was like, Alex, you can't keep thinking the worst of everybody. Yes, you can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Because I don't be thinking the worst of people. People be showing me the worst. So I think I see what you're showing me. You know, like I think I'm right. I think that it's not, it ain't, I'm seeing something messed up and disgusting. So I'm experiencing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, that's manipulation, basically. And I just really didn't want to think that client of mine who I thought was just I thought he was just a nice guy who, oh, I'm just gonna be vulnerable. I thought he was a nice guy who was just down on his luck real bad because he told me this story about something that happened to him, and I felt bad for him. And I saw him walking, I saw him struggling with his weight, and I thought, well, maybe he doesn't get a lot of touch. And that is true for a lot of people. And now I am one of those people. I don't get a lot of touch. And it's hard. So I felt for him, and I didn't want to think of him as a person who's just trying to exploit therapists. I didn't think of him like that. I thought he's just a chubby guy, down on his luck, trying to get a massage. He's in pain, and maybe he just wants human contact. Sometimes people get massages for human contact, and I thought that's what he was doing. But he was trying to get he was trying to get hit with a 3-piece. That's what he was trying to do. He was trying to get his ass whooped, but he was way bigger than me, so I wouldn't have won that fight. No way. When I tell you this man was huge, he was like 6'3", 330. This man was big. He was so freaking big old white man. And I wouldn't have won. At that time, I was like 220, and you know, that may seem big to y'all, but when you're standing next to a guy who is taller than you and heavier than you, it actually ain't that big. He had like 110 pounds on me, baby. I wasn't getting out of there. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do, what I was doing, what was going on. So I said, okay. I continued the massage, and I'm stripping along, and I said, okay. In my head, I said, that's strike one. If he try anything else, I'm ending his session. Because at this time, I think he still had like 45 minutes left, because it was a 90-minute session, which is an hour and a half. And because his focus area, he wanted to start on his back. He had a couple focus areas, but I'm good at what I do. So we worked them out pretty quickly. Not like, and he was drinking a decent amount of water, so his muscles weren't like super tense, or he was just getting a lot of massages. I'm not sure. Some people are so spoiled, and I love those type of clients. I'm rambling. He had a lot of time left, and a part of me felt bad. This is something that I'm working on. I had to stop feeling bad that people have consequences for how they treat me and make me feel. Y'all, I'm massaging this man, and I hear, oh.
You're done. You're done.
I said, okay, this session's over. Wrap it up. This man hops up quickly, and that made me a little nervous. This is why I said I was a little nervous. He hops up. He's like, no, please. I promise it's nothing. It wasn't anything like that. I was just like really relaxed. You do such a good job. So just please don't end my session. And I was just like, absolutely not. You know, I was already uncomfortable because you asked me to massage that area, and I was trying to tell you that that's just not a good, there's no muscles there. So you're asking me to massage an area and there's no muscles there. So I'm massaging the muscles that are around it. And your adductors and that area that I can massage them, but I doubt that you're really having a lot of issues that are contributing to that area right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, but no. And I was like, and then you let out that moan, and I just don't feel comfortable being here anymore. I just want to leave. And he was just like, okay, so no, how much do you want? How much do I want? That made me feel so dirty. I declined, of course. I kept the tip that he gave me in the beginning because I'm gonna keep my money. But you trying to offer me money to be quiet about some stuff? Sir, I'm telling on you. I'm telling on you. As soon as I get to my car, I am telling on you. You will never get another massage in this city again. I don't know what you was thinking, but you won't get one with us. Call them other people. Because after I tell these people what you just said to me, I felt like, okay, so this definitely is not your first time doing this. And I was upset, and I was just like, mad. I was just mad. I was just so freaking mad that that's what he said. And he was begging me not to leave. And I was just like, sir, can you please put on your clothes so I can pack up and leave? Thank you so much. I'm gonna go wash up and I'm gonna come and get my table. I would just appreciate it if you would just let me leave. I said it just like that. I go in there and just imagine you just pretty much ended a session with somebody in which they've made you feel uncomfortable and you don't know them, so you don't know where it could escalate, what could happen. I was literally afraid to turn my back on this man because he had already told me how he works with the government, how he got, you know, a very, very high position. And obviously he does. He's in the penthouse of one of the nicest hotels that I've ever seen in Atlanta. This is not cheap. Okay, this and even you know what, it's not cheap for me, but obviously for him that's an everyday thing. So that's what type of money we talking about. Like this, like that's why he said how much. And I was so upset and I was so like disappointed because I thought good of him and I'm like, oh, he's just a freaking perv. Ugh. So I come out of the bathroom from washing up. I didn't even fold the sheets up. I snatched them off, wrapped them up like this, and I was fighting tears. And it was weird because even though he did not touch me, even though he didn't yell at me, I had never felt violated like that. And I was like, why do I feel like this? Why do I feel like this? What is this feeling? What is this? Why do I feel like crying? Why do I just feel so sad? I felt violated. I felt disappointed. I felt tricked. I felt stupid. I felt like I put myself in a very dangerous situation. I felt like I made a poor decision. I was scared. Him saying, you know, how much just made me feel really, really small. I called the company. I let them know what happened. They asked me if I would be willing to do the session that I had afterwards because I had another session right after him, and I was so shook up that I couldn't. I was like, no, absolutely not. I need to go home. I just don't, I'm not okay. I don't even know how to explain it. And the lady said to me, she said, you were just violated. And I know that word can tend to mean a lot of different things. Excuse me, but what you just explained to me was you being violated. Your trust was violated because you were trusting what he was saying, and he completely abused your trust in him, and that's how you're feeling. And she told me that I didn't have to do my other session and that they were still going to pay me and that I never had to worry about working with him again. And she apologized and I never saw that man again. But yeah, I felt so dirty after that session, and it literally took me like 3 or 4 months to even book in a session with that company because I was just so afraid that I was going to run into a type of client like that. And I did, but I learned how to get their asses together. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you would like more massage therapist story time, just let me know and I will gladly do that for y'all. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.